This guy's a chomo. That's a prison term for all the viewers here. Chomo stands for child molester, okay? They're the most hated people in any prison next to informants.
Greetings, your favorite alien news station, back with another mind-boggling Earth scandal. Today, we zoom in on Sean Diddy Combs, former music mogul, now just another inmate in the Metropolitan Detention Center. But is he really just another inmate? Or something far more sinister unfolding behind bars? Grab your tinfoil hats and let's investigate. Diddy's fall from grace isn't just a tiny Earth stumble, it's a full-blown media crash. A massive 150-page complaint has been filed, listing numerous defendants and their connections to the fallen mogul. Translation for my fellow extraterrestrials, he's in big trouble. And just when you thought this human legal system couldn't get any wilder, 2 judges have already ruled that Diddy is too dangerous to be let out on bail. Not because he might flee, because, let's be real, where would he hide? But because he's considered a threat to the community. Diddy, clearly not vibing with his new prison life, has assembled a legal team faster than Earthlings can mess up their own elections. His high-priced lawyers, charging thousands per hour, scrambled to put together a bail package, one that everyone knows won't work. But hey, lawyers gotta make their money, right?
It's not gonna happen. Why should they give him bail? See, he thinks he's special. He's just another inmate. That's all he is. Doesn't matter if he has or had billions of dollars. He's a record producer. You know, they're holding him in there because they're concerned. I don't want to say afraid. The feds are concerned that he may threaten people who are victims, do, undue influence. I read that he put a new bail package together. So what? There's nowhere in the world that he could hide. So it's not a matter of him being a flight risk. It's a matter of him being a threat to the community. And, these lawyers, they know he's not going to get it. What is a lawyer's job? A lawyer's job is essentially to create billable hours. So that's what they're doing here. Puffy is desperate for obvious reasons. He wants to get out of custody. So the lawyers will sell him a bill of goods, charge him, I don't know, $5,000 an hour, $10,000 an hour. Who knows? Then they'll have 2 or 3 paralegals read it. That bail motion could cost $50,000. So they're selling him a bill of goods, putting together a bail motion that they know isn't going to happen. I mean, we've seen this before, haven't we?
Even the feds aren't buying it. They claim Diddy has too much dirt on too many people. He's a liability, both inside and outside the prison walls. There are whispers that if he ever does get released, he might not last long on the outside. Coincidence? Or is there a bigger game at play? Suspicious.
He's probably better off being in there, and the lawyer the lawyer, I believe, should spend more time being honest with Combs instead of selling him a pipe dream. I mean, this is not, I've read all kinds of reports. He's not happy with this, he's not happy with that. Hey, people, this is not a hotel. This is a detention center. He's really not even a federal inmate.
Now, let's talk about the real mystery here. Late one night, Diddy was rushed to the hospital under tight security. Was it an old knee injury? A prison altercation? A mental breakdown? Or something much darker? Normally, Earth prisoners get medical checkups during business hours, not secret midnight trips. The fact that Diddy got special treatment, when even other high-profile inmates don't, raises major red flags. What aren't they telling us? What happened in that prison cell?
Barely, only in the format that it happened with him leaving later in the evening. Typically, inmates are given a physical within the first 14 days of their arrival. And if there's anything that indicates that needs immediate follow-up, the medical team there will follow up immediately. However, if there's some procedures or some sort of medical processes they need to go through that are not available at the institution, or they can't bring someone in like a specialist to come in to perform that medical process at the institution, they will schedule medical trips on a monthly basis. and there's a review team that goes over those trips every month. And but this particular process was a little bit different because, as you know, most doctors' offices and most folks that do MRIs and X-rays and things of that nature, they're on a normal work schedule, between, the normal business hours of maybe 10 o'clock and maybe 6 p.m. So in that case, this was a little bit different, getting him outside the facility in the late evening hours to do just, possibly a basic MRI.
And if that's not enough, the feds just revealed they seized over 100 electronic devices from Diddy's homes. That's right, phones, laptops, hard drives, probably filled with secrets certain people don't want getting out. Oh, and then there's the leaked surveillance video. You know, the one where Diddy was caught brutally attacking his then-girlfriend Cassie in a hotel hallway? The feds deny releasing it, but somebody wanted that footage to go public. Translation: someone big wants Diddy gone. And they're using every tool in the book to make sure he stays behind bars.
Diddy's trial date is set for May 5th of next year. Sean Combs, the disgraced music mogul, was in court this afternoon facing the judge who will preside over his federal sex trafficking case.
He's doing fine. He's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences.
The Combs' legal team speaking outside the federal courthouse in New York City today. The judge also set deadlines for lawyers on each side of the aisle, really, to submit arguments that will establish boundaries for the trial. Now, just 2 days ago, Combs' attorneys pushed again for him to be released on bail. 2 judges have concluded that the 54-year-old is a danger to the community and also a flight risk. And then late yesterday, the rapper's legal team filed a motion alleging the feds leaked evidence to the media, specifically a graphic hotel surveillance video right here of Combs beating his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. Now, it's unclear how that video surfaced, but prosecutors have denied leaking the security tape. Meanwhile, the feds also revealed today that they are working to extract data from 100 electronic devices seized from raids at Combs' California and Miami homes. Combs has pleaded not guilty and has been sitting inside of a Brooklyn jail ever since his September arrest.
The pressure is clearly getting to him. Reports say he had a full-on breakdown over the holidays, begging prison guards for a transfer to a medical facility. But nope, the guards didn't budge. No VIP treatment here, buddy. Then, to make things even weirder, a viral rumor spread like wildfire claiming Diddy was found unresponsive in his cell with a sock tied around his neck. Sounds like a dramatic plot twist, right? Well, turns out it was just AI-generated nonsense. But the fact that people believed it tells you all you need to know about how bad things are looking for him.
Thing that I think you and maybe some of the viewers should look up, it's called relevant conduct. It doesn't matter whether he's charged with it or not. Let's say that you and I go and we commit a bank robbery and we use a gun. That'd be a hell of a robbery, wouldn't it? And in our plea agreement, we sign something, or the government signs something that says, well, we're going to dismiss the gun charge, but we're going to get you on the robbery charge. It sounds all well and fine. But at the time of sentencing, they're going to bring the gun back in as relevant conduct. So what the DOJ does is they take things that you weren't necessarily charged with or events that were dismissed, and they use that against you. Let's put it like this. This guy has public safety factors. He's a threat to the community, and he's a potential flight risk. Although people all over the world, recognize him, or they should recognize who he is, so where's he gonna hide? These factors all based together, they're not gonna let him go.
Meanwhile, Jay-Z's lawyer just made a very interesting statement. He says Harv and Diddy were never really friends, just business associates. And he's making it very clear that Jay-Z is willing to throw Diddy under the bus if it means keeping his own hands clean. OF. Imagine being at the top of the human music industry for decades and then watching your so-called allies distance themselves real quick. Seems like somebody knows the ship is sinking. The question isn't just whether Diddy will be found guilty, it's who else goes down with him. Because make no mistake, this case isn't just about one man. It's about powerful players who don't want their secrets exposed. So, is Diddy really crying for help from prison? Or is he just the fall guy for something much, much bigger? What do you think, Earthlings? Is Diddy just another prisoner, or is he a key piece in a much larger conspiracy? Drop your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Earth Observer, where we uncover the real stories, one human disaster at a time. Until next time, stay weird, stay curious, and, as always, we are watching.